Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Aileen Senpai. I'm a streamer on Twitch, an amateur singer, and a lover of all kinds of music. Now, I am so very excited. I got so many requests after I listened to Stevie Ray Vaughan for me to finally dive into Eddie Van Halen. So today is the day we're going to be doing a song that a lot of y'all really wanted me to listen to, especially because ever since I've been listening to mostly instrumental music with you guys, I've been feeling something come to life inside of me. I feel like a little girl on Christmas morning. It just feels like a beautiful present to unwrap. And I'm doing it in the company of my favorite people here on YouTube. So thank you so much for, continuing to give me all these great recommendations. Can't wait to continue this musical journey and honestly keep rocking on and appreciating all of the classic musicians that basically laid the foundation for everything. But if you do enjoy these kinds of videos, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss my videos ever again. That being said, let's get started with today's video.
All right, so now comes my favorite part of the show. It's my favorite part of the whole evening. We've been on tour since March, and I have no better time anytime than right now, because I get to go sit down, have myself a nice cold one, and listen to the greatest rock and roll guitar player in the world, Mr. Eddie Van Halen.
Already love their friendship. Is he quit? He's just showing off at this point. That's fine. The smile is so impressive. Are we just being teased here? Love the hair flip. Mm. Oh my god. Okay, okay, we're not even halfway through the song, and I'm loving it. It's so funny how I mentioned this, always making these jokes, but he actually, his cigarette definitely is actually taking his guitar needs a cigarette, after being played that way. I feel like he's gonna start a fire with his fingers. It's almost kind of insane how I'm trying to like honestly, he's moving faster than my eyes can actually comprehend. I need to watch this way slowed down because his finger dexterity is insane. It sounds so clear. There is a lot going on, but you could hear every single individual note, and that's incredibly hard to do, especially at those speeds. He's going a million miles per hour, and he's smiling, grin from ear to ear. He's having the best time jumping up and down, doing all kinds of things on the stage. So he can do this, with his eyes tied behind his back and his, blindfolded. He just seems like he has the most insane muscle memory known to man. It's probably been playing for ever and ever and ever, but wow. The dexterity, the talent, the charisma, everything about him is so infectious, and you can kind of just want to be his best friend. You just want to have a beer with him. It's honestly insane to me how someone is that good. I feel like I just want a crumb of his talent, and I would be happy. Yeah, insane. I feel like also as it was going a lot faster, I just felt like this is what it seems like going into cardiac arrest. It almost feels like, it's imitating that kind of anxiety feeling you have on the inside. It's just yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's just continue before I start rambling because I'm just over here. My brain is about to explode. So let's continue. It's so cool with it. I love his energy more than anything. Hmm. I just wanna make this note. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I wanna hear this one more time. I feel like, interestingly enough, it must be like an effect. I don't know if it's like a pedal or something that he did with his tuning, but right there, it almost sounded like he was playing a cello. It sounded so much like an orchestra, you know? It was very, very nice and soothing, and you could tell he was feeling it. He had his eyes closed, and I love seeing him so immersed in his guitar playing. Yeah, I don't know if it's only me. It sounds very much like a cello. I went back a little bit because I wanna hear it one more time. Everyone looks so happy. Mm. I love how the different, he does so many different things with one guitar. He changes things, he fiddles around with things, he gets so creative with everything. It just sounds like it literally sounds like he's been swapping out guitars this whole time, and it's just him making magic, complete magic, fixing things on the spot, which is insane to me, in front of all of these people. And what's so crazy too is even though he's shredding, and it's probably one of the most metal things I've ever seen, it feels more like a lullaby. I feel like I'm being serenaded to sleep. Like, I feel like I'm being swaddled by his, guitar strings, and it's just so calming. It's so peaceful. You feel so zen. You let go of all inhibitions, and it's just this in this moment. And every single note kind of carries you off into this beautiful state of euphoria. I'm so obsessed with how I'm feeling just listening to him play. And then obviously, if you look at him playing, you can tell he's having so much fun with it. And that's honestly the icing on the cake. I'm gonna go back a little in case he's gonna add something else, and I don't want to mess that flow up. But holy hell. He's amazing. He's insane. I get why you guys were wanting me to listen to him, and I'm so glad I moved it up sooner. But yeah, I want to see what else we have. I think we only have about 3 minutes left. I'm kind of sad it's almost over. But I'm excited to see where he's gonna take us. But yeah, let's continue. impressive, actually. Again, like I mentioned earlier, that guitar is definitely gonna need a drag of that cigarette after this performance. Insanely good. Actually, I feel like even saying, I feel like there is no adjectives to describe how talented and how crazy good this was. I feel like they're not even invented yet. The fact that, I can see somebody not only just shredding it, killing it, you can be very technically proficient, caught in your moment, whatever, but he was having so much fun with it the entire time. The way he was smiling from ear to ear, the way he was feeding off the, crowd's energy, the way he knew was doing jumps off the stage, spinning around in circles, sitting up, moving around. I love that. He is definitely one who is a wonderful, perfect person who is definitely made for show business. Someone who is made to command an audience, command a stage. Aren't they're not just good at guitar; they have an incredible charisma, and it translates so well. There was not a single lyric. I don't even know if I heard him speak or not. I felt like the guitar was speaking for him, but you don't need lyrics. You don't need a vocalist. It sounded like he was performing multiple things at once, and it even sounded like a cello at some point, and it was just the most beautiful voices I've ever heard, and it was all coming through his fingers and strings and the amplifiers, of course. Insanely good. Yeah, I loved this tip from start to finish. I thought this was amazing, incredible. I honestly thank you all for showing me this. I have a little more to say, so as always, let's dissect this a little bit further. I'm already dying for more, especially live performances from him. It seems like he has, like I mentioned, a very infectious, magnetic energy. He's just very incredibly charismatic and didn't even have to say a single word to us in this video. I literally never even heard his voice in my life, but I'm already just I want the best for him. I think he's incredible. He's incredibly talented, and I feel like I would be smiling too from ear to ear if I knew I was that good at guitar, if I knew I could just kill it. I don't know if everything was also, part of an original song. I don't know if he added onto a song and did a lot of improv. I'm not sure. Let me know, if this was a bunch of things pieced together or if he just was doing this crazy creative thing on stage, on the spot, very impromptu performance, because either way, I feel like he has a very, very great in knowledge when it comes to all of the skills, everything that goes well together, adding harmonies into the perfect times. It was all just very balanced and very cohesive, even though it was all over the place, it was very, very uh, together. I don't know how else to make sense. It's controlled chaos. I say this a lot, but it was definitely, most definitely controlled chaos. He was doing so many things that I didn't even think were humanly possible. At some point, it sounded like, we're getting some classical, like Beethoven, Mozart type music, and then very, very classical, very, very, relaxing, very, very nice and deep and bassy. And then we're getting really, really high harmonics, which is kind of elevated you. It took you on a whole other planet. I mentioned it sounded like he was playing an orchestra instrument. It really felt so much like a cello, like he was about to start playing, sweet number one for me. It really just felt like, I don't even know how to explain my feelings. It just felt like I was just, I walked into this, other universe, and it just felt like I've never had this kind of talent in front of me. It was really, really interesting, intriguing, and bizarre at the same time. It's a little overwhelming because you want to soak everything in, but then you're also distracted by his smiling and in the audience. I don't know, man. It was amazing from start to finish. I truly, truly love this. I love how he just knows. He knows who he is. He has confidence, you could tell his body language never felt stiff. It's always very relaxed in the way he has that cool guy, attitude, the way he's throwing picks, the way he's taking drags, the way he's jumping around. You could tell he knows he's the shit, and as he should. If I was Eddie Van Halen, I would be grinning ear to ear as well. So makes sense. I love that. I love the confidence there. I can't wait to see more. I don't know if he does this often where it's like impromptu performances or if he's just crazy like that. That's just how he writes his, guitar pieces and songs. I really want to know because I think that's so fun. It elevates the mood. It kind of makes the audience, keep them on their toes because they don't know what else to expect next. And whatever it is, everyone's gonna eat it up because obviously it's him performing it. Yeah, thank you so much for this. I also loved the relationship he had with the gentleman in the beginning. It seems like they have a really good friendship. Don't know if he's a member of a band or a member of another band, or if they're touring together. I'm not sure, but it seems like everyone is just having a really good time and enjoying each other's presence, which I also find super, super charming to see that kind of, brotherhood and respect in music group. But thank you for this. I highly enjoyed this. So much fun from start to finish. Let me know what other Van Halen you want me to hear. If you enjoyed my commentary, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I also live stream on Twitch if you want to catch me. I stream every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love to get to know you guys a little bit better, but other than that, videos every single day, so stay tuned. In the meantime, please take care of yourself. Remember, I love you so very much. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!